Saquon literally changes the way that teams line up.
That's right. For the first time in NFL history, a running back will be making over $20 million per season.
He basically was dominant, especially in the postseason with the ball on the ground, which, you just don't typically see anymore.
And no player has had a bigger impact on his team than what Saquon Barkley has had on the Philadelphia Eagles.
I had the best year ever for a running back.
Star football players rarely get second chances elsewhere. From being mistreated by the New York Giants to producing one of the best individual seasons in NFL history, Barkley put up historic numbers, becoming the 9th player in NFL history to eclipse 2,000 rushing yards. He finished the season with 2,005 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns, with an addition of 278 yards receiving and 2 receiving touchdowns, earning himself the Offensive Player of the Year honors. But Saquon Barkley is not done yet. Seriously, how legendary was his 2024-25 campaign? It was a mess around and find out of biblical proportions for the New York Giants. After a miserable and frustrating 3-14 season ended in one of the most painful ways possible for Giants fans, watching Barkley become a Super Bowl champion as a member of the Philadelphia Eagles twisted the knife in their backs. After this season, where does he rank among the NFL all-time greats? Buckle up, because today's video is serving up all the answers. Barkley and Derrick Henry made running backs great again. Both had superior seasons for their new teams. In the last 3 years, Henry and Barkley are 1-2 in scrimmage yards. Barkley averaged 125.3 yards rushing per game this year, which was 14th highest in NFL history. The last player to average over 125 yards was Derrick Henry in 2020 with 126. Barkley's magical season included 499 yards in the playoffs, which was enough to surpass Terrell Davis's all-time season record of 2,476 rushing yards, including the playoffs, a milestone set during Davis's legendary 1998 campaign with the Denver Broncos. The Eagles averaged 386.2 yards per game and 27.2 points scored, positioning themselves as one of the most balanced and effective offenses in the league during this past season. Additionally, in the playoffs, they scored a total of 145 points, the highest mark in NFL history, 40 of which came in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs defense. More importantly, Barkley's postseason performance was a masterclass in consistency and dominance. In the wild card round against the Green Bay Packers, he posted 119 rushing yards, setting the tone for his playoff run. He followed it up with a jaw-dropping 205-yard performance in the divisional round against the Los Angeles Rams, further cementing his status as one of the most formidable running backs in the league. His chemistry with the Eagles has been out of this world. Saquon and the Eagles are like art and Picasso. Even the craziest fans couldn't have cooked up a better partnership in their wildest dreams. Saquon had a shot at becoming the first non-quarterback to win the MVP award in over a decade by finishing 3rd. Talk about breaking the quarterback monopoly. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni and former offensive coordinator Kellen Moore shaped the offensive system around Barkley, running the ball more times per game than the Eagles had done since 1978. Barkley had the most rushing yards in team history, surpassing greats like LaShawn Shady McCoy, Ricky Waters, and Wilbert Montgomery. Saquon became the first player in NFL history to record over 2,500 rushing yards in a season, including the playoffs, and the 3rd player to lead the NFL in rushing and win the Super Bowl in the same season, joining Dallas Cowboys great Emmitt Smith and Terrell Davis. He's one of only 3 running backs to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and a Super Bowl title, joining Marcus Allen and Marshall Faulk, who are both in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He had 7 touchdown runs of 60-plus yards this season, including the playoffs, which was an NFL record for a season, and 3 more than the next highest player. I can't help but look at the performances of Barkley and Henry and feel like running backs are being undervalued by the league. We've seen how the 49ers look different without the services of Christian McCaffrey this season. So the Eagles rewarded Barkley for his tremendous season, while also making sure he finished his career in an Eagles uniform. This extension would pay Barkley through his prime seasons and reset the running back market as a result. Barkley signed a 2-year contract extension worth $41.2 million as he became the first running back to make $20 million plus a year. Here are the top 5 paid running backs in the NFL. Drafted 2nd overall, Barkley has rushed for 7,216 yards and 48 touchdowns over 7 seasons with the Giants and Eagles. He has been named to the Pro Bowl 3 times and has been selected as a first-team All-Pro and won the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. I want to be, if not the greatest running back of all time, one of the greatest running backs of all time. I hope I'm able to do that in an Eagle uniform. Derrick Henry is the only active running back with over 10,000 career yards rushing, a benchmark that has been fundamental for backs in the past. It's possible Barkley, Henry, and Christian McCaffrey will come up in the same time frame for consideration for the Hall of Fame, so it's potentially crowded, and Barkley lacks some of the numbers compiled by those other backs. But if Barkley keeps the momentum of his 2,005 yards rushing in his first season with the Eagles, he could shove his way into future conversations. A Super Bowl win absolutely helps, but he still needs several more years like 2024. Eagle fans witnessed firsthand what grit, determination, integrity, and an elusive killer mentality can do for a team. Barkley was not just extraordinary this season, but displayed the tenacity and toughness of an all-time great back. Saquon's impact on this historic Eagle season will be felt for many seasons to come. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.